Welcome everyone and very good morning. Today we are going to discuss The Sick Cruise by William Blake. The Sick Cruise is going to be analyzed critically from different perspectives. Hopefully you will pay your attention and you will ask the questions at the same time. One is rose, another is worm. Okay, which one is worm? Have you seen the worm?
Yes, sir.
Some extent it is difficult to identify which one is the worm. Another image is actually this is the poem. So you see that this is what? Worm or insect, you can say that, and it destroys the life of rose, whatever you have mentioned. Now this is a secret love, mutual understanding they are doing secretly. So I don't want to mention it, whether it's an extramarital relationship or not, but we want to say that it's a secret. Okay? Why they want to hide it? There are number of reasons.
Unusual to society.
Yes. And maybe this is not the time to get married as well, to expose themselves, and a number of reasons. We will see it. But it is a physical love as well. The image says. And this is what? Number of worms we have shown that. And maybe some of you may have seen that it seems to be not, we may not have seen it. Actually, we must see it, okay? We see it all the time. And this is what? Straw.
Howling is strong.
Period of storm. You can say that. So can anyone tell me that why the secret love is indicated or happened in the howling storm? Have you seen in a movie when the rape scene is happened in the howling storm times, or when the rape is going to be happen, in that time we see some scenery is being shown that howling storms or thundering or something else. Why? Can you share your experience when thundering is happening? What do you do actually?
Because it is easily
So it represents the sadness or sourness of the life.
When thundering is going on, what do you do?
We
take
shelter. You take shelter. You try to enter such a place, and if you are your house, you try to shut down all the doors, all the windows. And if it is howling, it is extreme. Thundering is there. All the family members tries to get together and they try to gossip each other only for enhancing their what? Their mind, and they try to console themselves and they try to remove the nervousness in their mind as well. So it means that in that time the whole area became isolated and became calm and quiet. No one is on the street. If in that time you have any intention to visit some places, somewhere else, someone else, I think most of the people or no one will see you. So it's a best time to do any crime. Here howling storm indicates twice. First of all, it will make a situation so that no one can see who is making a journey. At the same time, it indicates that something is going to happen which is serious, severe, dangerous. As a result, in movie we see when rape situation is going to happen, a thundering or a howling storm is shown. Yes, it's very associated close to us. Okay? Next, it is also the continuation of the previous one. You see the state, there is no human being. So whenever you can, whenever you want to make a journey, no one will see or notice you. It's a secret journey. Then crimson joy. What does it mean that? In your poem you have seen that the phrase is used, crimson joy. Do you have any idea about the crimson joy?
I think extreme joy, happiness.
Extreme happiness, when it happens. And it is refers to as well this one. The color you have seen.
Lipstick, sir.
I'm not telling the lipstick, the color you just think.
Black, sir.
Black. Is it black
Yeah, sir.
Black.
Most probably.
or red is black?
No, sir. Black
So such a condition when two couple are going to mix or something happens, and when they reach their peak of their mind, their extreme joy, they want to express their extreme joy. The moment is called crimson joy.
Sir, act as a section. The key represent words.
I'm coming one by one. So now we will analyze the poem. So notice the title of the poem. What is the title of the poem? The Sick Rose. So rose and thee. When we have used thee, what does it refer? It refers to not all the roses, but a particular rose. Particular rose. And that is what it is about. It is sick. So it means that the poem is dealing about a sick rose, and it happens because of a certain causes, reasons. What are the reasons? First of all, you have seen that here the speaker addressing the rose, saying, "Oh rose." So here, rose is personification. Personified. Personification, okay? It is personified here. Why? Rose is a non-human being. What is personification? We have mentioned that. When non-human being is attributed or given the human quality, seems to be that it is responding you or the speaker or someone else. Here when you call them rose, it means here rose is replying you. So rose is a personified here. And when you use the phrase "oh rose," it's an apostrophe. It's an apostrophe. What does it mean by apostrophe? Apostrophe means when non-human being or a dead person or a person who is absent there, to whom you are going to address, seems that he is talking. He is talking. Actually, he cannot talk. He cannot represent. In London 1802, you have seen that there we have seen another personification. Oh Milton. Oh Milton. What does it mean? Means that he is calling Milton. When the writer or the speaker is calling Milton, Milton died long ago. So here, what? Here, O rose is an apostrophe, only rose is personification. Is it clear? And there are a number of obsolete words are used. Thou. Thou means you to me. You. Art means art. So, thou art sick. You are sick. Why it is not mentioned here? Just he says as her condition. Then the invisible one, who is responsible for your sickness? The worm. Here you see that already the and the, it means a word. Two particular persons occurred the crime situation, or they are the responsible. That's why the speaker mentioned the poet used the and the. The indicates always the definite things. Okay? It is invisible. Why it is invisible? It is not tell to us yet. But we have seen that he is who? That flies in the sky. That fly in the night. So it means, that means
The
Worm.
worm flies.
The worm. Here that means the worm. It is a relative pronoun you see. Okay? It flies when?
Night.
In the night. In the night. And when? Not only the night, but the night is very much horrible. What type of night it is?
Night.
Howling night. Howling storm.
Stormy night.
In that stormy night. Not only the stormy, but it is howling. Howling means what? It is terrible, dangerous,
Frightening.
frightening, fearful, with some sounds.
No one ever.
Okay, that is called. So you see that it is also a personification, and worm is personified here. And another from this situation or these 4 lines we see what is setting. What is the time of the action? What is the time? Time is the mention? Yes, the time refers to night. Place, it is not discovered yet or it is not mentioned later on. Okay. And what action is going on? At the same time, we can identify the rhyme scheme of the poem here. You see that sick, it is A. Worm, B. It is C. It is B. If we go to this stanza, that is a bed. Okay, we can say D, this is E, this is F, this is E. I mean the same rhyme scheme he has used into stanzas. The same rhyme scheme we have seen that. A, B, C, B. Again D, E, F, E.
Sir, I can say
No, sir.
A B C B A B C B.
Yes, you can say both are the same. Okay, just repetition the same way. So it means that here we have seen that the rhyme scheme of the poem. Is it clear? How many stanzas are there? There are 2 stanzas. Okay. And another important thing is that, O rose, thou art sick. When we mention only these line or these lines refers a complete sense. Okay. Why? Because it is clear to us that here the rose is sick. When you say that the invisible worm, the phrases, the line may not refer the complete sense. What do you think that? It refers the complete sense? No. In that case, we should go to the next line to get the reason, the meaning. So remember that it is called end stop line. End stop line. And when you need to go the second line to get the next line to get the meaning, that is called of what? Run on lines. Run on lines. So what is run on lines? What is end stop line? End stop line means when you get a complete sense within the line, that is called end stop line. And when you need to go to the next line to get the meaning, it is called run on line. Because you see that the term is run on line. Run on means what? It's a continuation. And end stop means what? It must be stopped there. Is it clear now? So in the poem we have seen that these are also some other terms, literary terms or figure species we have got. That is end stop line and run on lines. Run on lines because there at least need 2 lines. At least 2 lines are needed. In end stop line it is a single line. That's why we have seen end stop line, not end stop lines. Okay. Anyway, we can go the next one. Has found out thy bed. There are 2 parts. Has found. To whom we have found that? To whom we have we found? To whom? Kake pawa gelo? Invisible worm. The worm has been found. The worm has been found.
In Rose's bed.
It means it indicates that it is a third person point of view. It happens. It reveals because the viewers or the neighbors, they have found that the rose and the worm are enjoying where? In thy bed. Thy means what?
The Rose's bed.
Rose. So rose bed. If it is rape or something else,
So I guess reluctantly, willingly, sir.
obviously I'm just mentioning that it is mutual. As a result, he or the worm has found where?
Sir.
The Rose's
Thy
bed.
Rose bed. So place is clear. Place is clear.
Yes, sir.
So place is what? The bed chamber of rose.
Rose.
In the previous stanza we have got the time.
Time.
Time is
Night.
night. Howling storm. Yes, please.
So it's called the seduce, not surveil.
I'm going there one by one, and your idea will be changed today. Okay. Then how have they were found, or have they been found?
Crimson, the highly
Yes, sir.
the extreme happiness of themselves.
Okay. This.
I think that's
একটা ছোট্ট একটা ইনজেকশন আছে বলা যায় তাহলে প্রবলেম না আসবে So you see their condition, the condition is what? Of crimson joy. You know that in sexual cases we see that crimson joy indicates before the mixing to people. Okay, lady and gents. So it means what they are highly and extreme excitement is representing to the land when it happens. If it is rape or something else or illegal things, so their condition would not be crimson. Maybe the one's condition be crimson, but the woman's condition should not be treated as a crimson joy. Okay, and you see that one should not be here treated as female, because we see here the author used his uses the gender, male gender, and what condition, what type of love is it? First you should isolate it that way. It's a love. What type of love? Secret. Not only that, but also dark. As you have seen that it is invisible only for that reason, because his intention is to fulfill his desire. Okay, that's why he made a secret love. He doesn't want to express it to other one. You may have affairs, but you don't want to share it anyone else. It means, or it indicates that
Your intention was not.
your intention was not good at all. So it indicates. And when he has chosen the time to go to her bed, and you have seen that when she invites the worm at night, first of all it is night, not only the usual night but also the howling storm, when all the people are their home and no one can see them. So you have seen their intention. And finally, who makes? Does thy life destroy? Does thy life destroy? So your life is being destroyed because of your secret journey, secret affairs, and you are invited someone else who should not have what? Who hasn't any good intention at all. So these are the point about. Now, can I erase what I have written? So again, I want to repeat it here. First of all, here we see that there are two personification. One is rose, another is invisible or worm, because they are attributed to human qualities. At the same time, we have seen that rose, it's an apostrophe. Apostrophe means what? When no. When a dead person or an absent person or non-human being is addressing as a living human being, seems to be that he is present in front of you. When an accident happens, what we are saying, oh ma, but your mother is not there. It means what? It is an apostrophe, because she is not there, but you are calling it to reduce your pain. Okay. So another, you see that we have identified the end stop line and run on. Like we have shown the rhyme scheme as well, and we have seen there are some other obsolete word which are coming there. And how many stanzas have we mentioned? Two stanzas. And you see as well, the stanzas are argumentative. Why? Because what happens? This is the impact. You see that all the impacts are described in the first stanza, but in the second stanza, how it happens, he reveals everything. It discloses everything.
It's
So
descriptive.
yes, descriptive as well as it is argumentative. Arguments is given there.
Both.
Both.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, both.
This is the
the
obviously
description.
argumentative when you have the link up, when you have the connectivity and how it has developed and how have you got the ideas when it is clear after reading the poem. I mean the development of the poem through the arguments, you say that is descriptive and argumentative. Next one,
Which one is descriptive and which one?
the whole poem, the stanza. Okay. Somewhere we have seen that there is no argumentative, there is something else, some indications is there. Okay, but here we have seen that it is descriptive as well as argumentative. Now it's clear to you. And another more interesting thing, you have seen that these are part of what? Obsolete word. Obsolete word means what? Those words which are used earlier in the medieval days, but it is not used in the modern period. And another thing you have seen, that is what? Die as well. So, how many lines in the poem? How many lines?
8 lines.
8 lines.
And one.
2 stanzas. And more interestingly, there are only 34 words. But among these 34 words, 29 are monosyllables and the other 5 words are di, tri or polysyllables. Okay?
Sir, that is
So there are how many words?
If you read
34 words.
34 words. 29 words are monosyllable and 5 words are di, tri or polysyllable. And you see that O, rose, thou. These are the mono. R is mono. Seek is also mono. But invisible, trisyllable. You have seen that. Then howling. This is disyllable. And cigarette. This is disyllable. Okay. Destroy. Interesting. Very interestingly, you will see that all the negative words are either di, tri or polysyllable. Invisible, howling. Then you can say that crimson, secret, destroy. Except this, we see that the other words are what? Di, tri or polysyllable. Okay. So what is it? Why? Can anyone tell that? This is a stylistic analysis actually, based on the words. Word to word, word for word, you have to analyze the poem. So when you want to express some corruption, some evil activities or something negative, we try to apply some hypocritic way. Hypocrisy is there. When you want to make the people puzzle and you are able to make the people puzzle, your intention will be successful one. So long words, long sentences are used in that case. When you are innocent, when you want to express something is good, you will see that people are speaking very short way, very small way. That is one of the another reason. So is it clear? And you see here the whole poem is written in present tense. Can anyone tell that why it is written in present tense? Though it is a very small poem, you must remember that it is a very and highly symbolic poem. It symbolizes a lot of things and it is universal. It is treated as an universal one. Generation after generation it will cover.
So that's why it represents.
And you know that all the universal things, all the things which happens repeatedly, it must be represented through the present simple. Okay? Going, you will see some few pictures. So far we have analyzed only from one perspective, that is, you can say that sexual affairs between worm and rose. And what is it? Can anyone tell that? Mostly when you describe this, you see that this is what? Fingers, and this is the eyes, this is the woman. A lustful attitude of a Male. His gaze is not pure, honest. He is lustful. Okay? So it indicates that one which you have represented. There are number of indications we will say later on. This is what? This is another interpretation, another picture. Another picture. Have you seen that? What is it? Obviously, you see that. This is what? This is love. And where is that? That one.
Symbol of fear.
This is rose. I mean, it's a mutual love.
Mutual.
But problem is there. Once we see that, she becomes sick. So go to the next, you will see. This is the blue, actually the color was, and her drawing, some Chinese researcher drawing it, and she explains that way. It is very interesting as well. The baby girl was in her heart of her mom, but her mother could not protect or preserve her because of the political persecution. So the picture indicates that the political instability, autocracy, tyranny, in which way? For example, you gave your vote to a party and they are now enthroned in their power. But when they become in power, their attitude has been changed. They don't know. They treated you as a slave or someone else, non-human being. Here, the woman, whenever she, this is their interpretation, and I accept it as well. This is their interpretation is that when she gets that some manifesto of a political party before the election, she thinks that if I give my vote this party and my daughter at least will get a peaceful life in future. But after victorious of the party, when the party is in power, she sees that the activists of the party, they rape to whom? Or they make the girls sick. So this is one thing. So you see that here, it's a mutual understanding before the election. Secret journey as well. Because she doesn't tell that why I'm going to give the vote to the party. This is a hidden thing, invisible. Next, another interpretations. Have you seen? At first, it was like that. Later on, it falls down. And this is means what? This indicates that sick rose. Okay? This is called what? The green and hot drawing. So the same rose, the same rose was abundant on the ground. Once was put in a vase. She has no need to make any decision for her marriage and destiny ever. Has a master's degree, etc. I am explaining this one. Is there anyone who has a love affairs now? I think none of you will disclose it.
Sir,
Name
most
them.
of the servers confess this thing.
I think you are.
Yeah, it indicates that Thakur gore kere kela ami khai na. That indicates it does.
Most of the will not.
And he honestly mentions that most of us.
Yes.
So he doesn't tell that. They excluding me. He doesn't tell it. Okay? Later. For example, the girl and the boy make a love affairs. What is the significance of the picture or the point? How the girl is being seduced, or you can say that becomes sick. It is going here. The girl and the boy, and they decided that after completion their graduation they will get married. When the girl and the boy, the girl's parents go to boy's parents and proposes that we are interested to get married to you. So propose it, but the parents of the boy is in our society still now we see that what? They are greedy one. They are greedy one. Then there is a terms and condition applied by the parents of the boy. They said that yes, we'll accept your daughter if you give us $1 lakh bride. But the parents of girl doesn't want to pay any dowry. At the same time, they know that it's quite impossible for us to pay because we are poorer one. So, what? They come back, but the girl approaches to the boy and she says that my parents are unable to pay the dowry. So, what about your intention? Then the boy says that yes, I will not go beyond the opinion of my
Father.
father. Okay. Okay. Next, another interesting situation. The research article has said, okay, and it is important to know how a poem can be defined or can be analyzed from different perspectives. Then, the parents of the girl searching up another boy to get married to give her. Okay? One day. They manages one. But interestingly, that when they manages and go to the another boy, the boy's parents know, oh yes, we know the background of your girl, your daughter. So okay, we'll accept your daughter if you give us 20,000 US dollars.
Because the daughter is sick too.
Okay, no. But by this time, few years have passed. The parents of the daughter becomes worried whether they will get married her or not. Then they decided that yes, it is reasonable and we'll pay it. And these two get married, but the problem is that after marriage, there is no mental attachment between these two. And frequently, she cries. So you see that is what? The first journey of the boys with the girl, that is the invisible and the secret journey. As they have made an unusual affairs, so the girl is bound to get married this one, and her life has been destroyed. She could not express her choice, feelings, emotions to anyone else. She just used for the physical intention of the boys. It is another explanation. To add something else?
Sir, why the male mentions the main culprit as to destroy
Why, sir?
female's life?
Females, because you make them dreaming that we'll do that.
You have sense. But
You have
why-
said I'm coming here later, and the opposite explanation is coming and waiting for you. That's why I told that please give me a few minutes more.
Yes, sir.
And this is the interpretation. A purple and her drawing, you have seen that it is a African girl. She is crying. She falls in love, and they gets married. But the problem after marriage, her husband goes to the USA for the higher education. But the problem arises there. She becomes very much worried that whether the boy will come back to her or not, because there are a number of lustful girls are waiting to receive her husband. Then what's happened? So in that circumstance, what do you think that the girl can live a happy life? What do you think that? No.
No, sir.
Even she could not trust her husband as well.
Yes, sir.
At the same time, the husband is going to be received by some other lustful ladies in the USA. That is another interpretation. Okay. So there is what? There is a secret love, invisible. Why? And it is what? Crimson joy when they made their affairs, when they fix up their future as well. But more interestingly, there is another interpretation. You have seen that. How it is related? How it is related with the activities as of?
I think, sir.
Can anyone tell that?
Was
Cannot relate, but
Can anyone relate? Can anyone explain? It is very interesting. I think it is very interesting. Can anyone tell? Yes, please. You're most welcome.
স্যার মির্জাফর এবং খুশকি বেগম এরা স্যার সিরাজউদ্দৌলার কাছে প্রথমে তার ভালোবাসা এক্সপ্রেস করে ব্যক্ত করে এবং তারা যে তার সাথে থাকবে সবসময় কথাগুলো বলে বলার পরে শেষে বেইমানি করে
And what is the impact of it? What is the ultimate result?
আলটিমেট রেজাল্ট স্যার ডিস্ট্রয় স্যার
Destroy. Who destroyed? Who is destroyed here? খুশকি বেগম?
total রাজত্ব.
Yes, my motherland.
ইয়েস স্যার
Here my motherland. Okay. Here the rose is not the rose as well. It's a broader sense we can use it. Okay, symbolic. And you see that this is who? Word of the poem. Lord Clark. He is treated as a worm of the poem. Okay. And these three are called of what?
Rose.
Rose. For their own interest, they made a secret journey, made a secret relationship with the British East India Company.
ইয়েস স্যার
Even they never shared it to Sirajuddaulah or someone else. And whenever they were assured that just after the downfall of Sirajuddaulah, they are going to enjoy the power. And that moment is what? That moment is considered as the Crimson Joy. But the process, the war of Polashi, that is called a what? Howling storm night. Have you seen that? Howling storm also indicates what? Instability. Instability of something else. Ultimately, this is the mutual understanding. But when it happens, where they have found that, already in the poem we have seen that, the worm is found where?
Night.
In the bed of rose. You know that. These three people, these men frequently visited their houses, and in their chamber they have made the plan. So it is equivalent to the poem as well. You have seen. Okay. That's why we are telling that the poem may refers to as well as the destruction of or the loss of the independence of subcontinents in 1757. Every words, every activities, if you want to connect with this incident, you can easily do it, connect it.
So both are aware.
Both are aware. Both have done it intentionally and willingly, consciously, cautiously.
So,
But you know that they have one intention. Why you have asked that question, sir? Why you are blaming him only? There are a number of reasons. You know that their intention of what? Their intention that when Sirajuddaulah will be fall down and will enjoy the power. But his intention is that if we can use them, these three people, and if we can drive away, kill Sirajuddaulah, they cannot enjoy the power. We can enjoy the power. Similarly, we see that in the poem, the rose invites the worm when at night when it is howling storm. It's a secret journey. I'm coming there. It's a secret journey, but his intention is to what? Only to mix up for his own intention. Similarly, he does it whenever he becomes successful and he kicks them out directly.
Sir, you mentioned that the rose invited the world. Don't you think that the rose is pretty here?
Obviously, that's why at the very first sentence and the last sentence of the poem you should notice. The first sentence of, "Oh rose, thou art sick." You are sick. You are sick now. You are fallen down. You are fallen down. You are suffering a lot.
sir, they also their intention was also that they get down Sirajuddaulah and
Their greediness.
power. Yes, sir.
Their greediness
power.
shows.
So, at the same time, Robert Clive's intention was also engrave the main power.
Main power.
So both of them are
Equally responsible,
Yes,
but his intention is completely secret and dark. That's why at the last sentence word does die yes, does die life destroy, you life destroy. Just the other 6 sentences of the poem except first and last one, you have seen that it's an explanation in which way how does the man makes the plan to does it, and it's a trap for you, but you became so much joyous. That was compared here to the crimson
So
joy.
it's like the traps for birds.
Traps for the birds as well, you can say.
হুকুমের আসামি বড় আসামি স্যার এটাই স্যার
No, that is no, you can tell it here.
যদি সে খুন করে এবার সেই স্যার হুকুম দিছে না স্যার সেই মেন কালপ্রিট
No, it's a mutually happens. It mutually happens. You notice it.
আসলে তো চোরই স্যার।
হ্যাঁ তো জানো না রোজ অপারেট করে বাংলাদেশে
রোজকে তো ফার্স্ট প্লেস ওয়ার্ক অপরচুনিটিটা দেয়া লাগছে
First of all, both are responsible.
স্যার দেখেন স্যার
Both are responsible.
স্যার হ্যাঁ ওয়ার্ক যেটা করছে সেটা কোনো অপরচুনিটি রোজ তাকে দিছে তো ডোন্ট ইউ থিংক দ্যাট যে রোজের ইয়াটা বেশি এখানে কারণ সেই অপরচুনিটি দিছে বিধায় ওয়ার্ক তার ইয়াটা করতে পারছে রোজ যদি অপরচুনিটি নাই তো সে দুটো পারফর্ম করতে পারতো না
To some extent, it is not true as well in that sense that they are greedy, they are responsible, but his intention is more than that. So you notice it as well.
স্যার তাদের ইন্টেনশন তো এমন থাকতে পারতো যে তারা ক্ষমতায় যাওয়ার পরে এই ওয়ার্কটাকেই সরাই দিবে, এরকম থাকতে পারতো। তাদের ইন্টেনশনটা
ওরা তো ভয় পাইছে বিদেশিরা ভয় পাইছে
Maybe, but what is the fact now? Fact is that the girl is destroyed now.
Sir,
The country is destroyed now. These 3 people are destroyed now. So we must
Here another
blame
thing is
the
that,
person.
that the rose
ক্রিয়েট করছে মানে ওনটাই তো ইয়াটা ক্রিয়েট করছে
No, one is not
is
responsible.
symbolically
Both are equally responsible.
presented that the rose is less powerful than the worm. When it is said rose and worm, here we find that hint that worm is more powerful than the rose.
Yet we can accept your arguments when they become victorious and he was a loser. Or in the poem, the rose is winner and the worm is loser. But ultimately we see that the rose is crying, she is sick, but the worm has flew away, and he is walking here and there bravely. What do you want to say, please? Yes, he wants to an interesting issue, I think.
স্যার আসলে
চাপ সহ্য হতো না।
বড় বড়
No, please share it.
স্যার এই পয়েন্ট যখন আমরা ডিসকাশনে আসছি তখন স্যার বোঝা যাচ্ছে যে এখানে রোজ স্যার বেশি আসলে তাকে কালপ্রিট ধরা হয়েছে বাট আলটিমেটলি স্যার most of the teacher and students they are explaining that the male person is the culprit. I want to say something about the girl, sir.
Yes, you can say. You can add. Okay, it's a really good place. Yes. If you have any arguments, you can show to us. Share to us.
This is my argument, sir.
Okay. So anyone else?
স্যার মোমেন্টটা স্যার টেম্পটেশন দেখাই দেখি স্যার ছিল টেম্পটেড হয় স্যার এই জায়গায় তো আর এক জায়গা থেকে হয় না
এই যে হাসিব এবং
আচ্ছা